honestly, thank you from the deepest part of me, because I believe that two of our greatest commodities in life is our time and our energy. And you giving me your time, you trusting me to speak into your life, to take the time to listen to what I have to share with you, and to give your energy into making shifts in your life is not easy. And trust me, not everybody wants it. So the fact that you're here today, that you've signed up for this challenge, I do not take that lightly. I have put so much time and energy into everything. It's going to be jam-packed of so much value for you. I can promise you that. So thank you for taking the time, but then also for taking this time for you, and for taking a step back and taking a step out of life, because it can be busy, to really just go within and to put yourself as a priority. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Often women tend to put our needs on the back burner, and we deplete ourselves, and we wonder why we feel like crap every day. There are 3 things that you need to know about me. If you know me, you probably know these things. One might surprise you though. If you don't know me, then it's important that you hear this. So, first of all, I love having fun. I love laughing. It is the way I am wired. It's the way I've always been wired. I feel like humans are meant to have fun, and we don't have enough fun and laughter in our lives. So this week, get ready to laugh a lot and to have fun. And, it's funny because ever since I was a little girl, I was always like conniving up and thinking up ways how I could purposely make people laugh. And I loved laughter so much. I remember lying in bed at night, and my mom would come and tuck me in, and I would be like, "Mom, can you tickle me?" And then she would tickle me. And as much as I hated it, I loved it. As much as change is hard, you know what? And life can be hard. It should be fun too. I was 16, and my mom had just died months before. I was a wreck. The only fun I had was in taking as many drugs as possible and drinking as much as I could handle. And I was a total wreck. But my auntie actually took me from where I was living in Ontario. They brought me back to Winnipeg, and I lived with them. It was part of my probation period because I'd gotten in trouble with the law, and I was either going to juvie or I was going to Winnipeg. So away I went to Winnipeg, and she told me this story. One night I was sleeping on the couch because as a child I would get freaked out. I always wanted to be as close to my mom as possible. So I guess that night I was sleeping downstairs in my bedroom. Something threw me. I went upstairs and I slept on the couch that was closer to their bedroom. And she said the next morning, she says to me, she goes, "Charity, it was the weirdest thing. Last night, I woke up at 6 a.m. getting ready for work. You were on the couch, and your whole body was shaking and convulsing." And she actually thought that either something was physically wrong with me, or that I was crying in my sleep. And she came over and she was like, Charity, trying to wake me up. And I turned over and I was laughing my head off. So in my sleep, in the depths of one of the most painful times in my life, there was just this inner joy and inner laughter, which I believe is part of the gift that I have to give to this earth. So part of this whole thing is to add a little bit of love and light and laughter and fun into your world. So get ready for it. The other thing is that sometimes I swear, so if you're easily offended, I apologize ahead of time. But I'm definitely not going to edit myself. I want to show up full on, full out, so I may swear, FYI. Now, you also need to know that, and this is the part that the people who do know me, this is a little bit of a change for me. It's a little bit of a shift, but I've been crying so much more lately. So you're gonna, like, there's gonna be tears, there's gonna be laughter, it's gonna be fun, but there's gonna be tears. And this is such a good thing for me, because for many years I had shut down from allowing myself to cry, and I had really shut down from allowing myself to feel any emotions besides like positivity, which I'm going to talk about that a little bit further, but and I was quick to get angry and frustrated and irritated, and I never really realized why. And that's been a huge breakthrough for me this year. So expect some tears. And then the last piece is the imperfect action. It's about being fully committed, which I am fully committed to this next 7 days, and seeing amazing changes in you, amazing changes in me as I teach it. But I am showing up imperfect. There's going to be, I don't really know what's all going to show up, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of imperfection. So please walk with me on that journey, and know that it allows you the space to also show up as imperfect. The thing about being human is that when we are the happiest in life is when we're making progress. So it's not about perfection. It's about daily taking steps in the right direction. It's about daily deciding to commit and deciding to take those steps. So get ready for it. A whole lot of imperfection coming at ya. What I'm going to be teaching you over the next 7 days is the ingredients that I have learned. I have, like, through trial and error, through like never stopping the quest for figuring out who I am, what I do, why I do it, why I function the way that I am. So these are the tried and true ingredients to lasting change in your life, creating a lasting habit instead of starting something, stopping something, starting something, stopping something, and that getting in the cycle, which I call was the cycle of my life, the commit, quit, feel like shit, commit, quit, feel like shit. And you can't keep doing that, because eventually what you end up doing is you just end up giving up altogether. You just think that it's impossible and you're just not going to commit anymore. And a lot of people are at that place in a lot of areas of their lives. So this is the 7 foundational ingredients that are absolutely critical to breaking that cycle. By doing this will actually begin creating the desired result that you want in your life. I'm going to teach you the ingredients. I'm going to teach you how to use the ingredients. And I am going to challenge you to take action with that. So think about that 3-part. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to challenge you to take action, and then you are going to take action on what it is that I teach you. So and that, by doing that with these ingredients, is you will be able to create whatever result it is that you are looking for in your life. So if it's to overcome the overwhelm, get over the constant anxiety that you're feeling in your life that is stopping you from really truly living the life that you want to be living, then these are the ingredients that you're going to need to be able to do that. And all you need to do today is just make a decision, draw a line in the sand, decide right now that you are going to commit and go all in. 7 days, guys. We can do anything for 7 days, really. So let's just make a decision now. Commit to go all in. Commit to show up for yourself imperfectly. So committing to go all in, making a decision, does not mean you show up perfect. It just means you show up. It just means you show up and you jump in and you do it, and then you keep doing it. So it is adding that with a touch of determination. You just become so determined that you are in. And the ingredients that I give you throughout the week is going to help you to build the momentum of being committed and of being determined to get to where you want to go. The process of what this is going to look like this coming week is you're going to receive daily emails. It will contain the teaching video for the day. It will also contain the tool for you to put into action the stuff that you learn. Then there will be a daily challenge. And this is your opportunity to take action, to start moving in the direction. Because what good is knowledge if you do not take action? I think that all it is it becomes a heavy weight that you carry around on your life. Heavy weight of regret. So let's not carry a bag of heavy weight. Let's start getting rid of that shit. So many people trying their whole lives, trying to get a result that they want, and they can never obtain it. And it's because they know what they want, and they think that it's the how that's going to get them there. But it's not actually the how. It's something totally different. And that is what I am sharing in the Facebook Live. I'm going to give you the how, but I'm telling you, the how is only 20%. Who here they know what they need to do to lose weight, but guess what? You haven't lost the weight. Why is that? It's because of this 80% that most people don't know. And that's what I'll be sharing. You're going to want to take notes. I'm going to be talking and I'm going to send you the tools, but I am not going to be sending you the outline. There's going to be things that really jump out to you that I say that'll be really key, that'll be very important for you to know. And the way that the human mind works is we will actually remember so much more if we write it down, whatever jumps out to us, however it jumps out to us. It doesn't need to be the exact wording, but whatever is most important that really goes, oh God, that resonated. You need to write that down. So always have a pen and paper and just write, whatever comes up for you. Listen, absorb, but then write down the key things that really jump out to you. So you're going to want to make sure you have a pen and paper whenever you are engaged in the content that I am giving you. So be sure to have that because it's going to be so jam-packed with so much knowledge. Okay, so on that note, let's talk about the method to my madness and these 3 basics that we need to know before we jump in. First one, input equals output. It's like the laws of nature, right? You don't put gas in your car, the output's not very great. So, input equals output. I believe that all humans are made up, whether you believe this or not, take it for what it is. Everything I say, actually, I say eat the meat, spit out the bones. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then I don't take it personally. I don't even know. So just take what works for you. I believe that humans are made up 3-part beings. We are mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, soul, whatever you want to call it. And so it is necessary to keep those 3 areas of you creating balance in your life. It's necessary to be thinking about the input and the output. So input for your mind. What is it that your mind is feeding on? So this is why I said shut off the news for the next 7 days. The news thrives. It's a business that thrives on negative headlines and fear. It's how they work. I'm not saying don't be educated on what's going on in our world. There's ways to get that information. The input will equal the output. And so whatever it is that you're feeding your mind, remember that is going to be, if you wake up and right away you're thinking about your to-do list, right away you're thinking about your finances, right away you're thinking about whatever it is that, right, our minds are riddled with it. Sometimes we go to bed and our dreams are about it. And so really looking at the input that is going into our minds. So it's very important to be sure that you are feeding your minds with stuff that is is fueling to you. So for me, before I even get out of bed in the morning, I lie there. I've made this habit. I stick it on my phone so that I remember to do it. But I lie there and I think about, and I really feel, I connect with. Gratitude is great. Gratitude journals are great, but people don't explain why. So the reason why they're important and why gratitude is important is because when you feel grateful, there's no room for you to feel fearful. There's no room for you to feel anxiety. So really, but it takes the discipline of focusing your mind on the things that truly, where you can feel gratitude bubbling up inside of you. So if you think about being grateful for something, last time you were so grateful for something, what was it? Where you could actually feel those feelings. So sometimes I lie there, I think about all the great things about my husband. I think about all the great things about my dog. It's so easy to pick out the things that are annoying us, or that we hate about our houses, or that we hate about ourselves, or that it's so easy for our brains to go that way. That's how we're wired. So I think about the things I'm grateful for, and then I truly connect to my heart's deepest desire of what I am creating in this life. And maybe you guys don't have that yet, but it's part of what this week is all about, is to start creating that for you. So really looking at what is the mental input that's going on. Second, it is our physical, our body. This is why I said no sugar, no flour. I am a certified weight loss coach as well. So health and wellness is so important to me. So I'm a certified brain coach, certified weight loss coach, and a certified life coach. And so you can really see how the combination of that, and then I owned a spa for 8 years. I've been in the beauty industry for 18 years. So you can really see, and my slogan was always inner health, outer beauty, but I never even saw the grandness, and now it's all coming together. So really, all of those things combined are so vital. And the body, and when you put flour and sugar into it, it messes with your hormones, which mess with your ability to think clearly. It really messes with your anxiety levels and your emotions. Trust me, I have done so much research on this. The best thing anybody could ever do for the future of their mental health and physical health is to remove sugar and flour. So I really challenge you. And you'll go through withdrawal. It won't be easy. You'll have headaches. You'll feel like shit. Your energy will be low. All of this stuff. That is all withdrawal symptoms. That is not hunger symptoms. But your body is out of whack and it needs to recalibrate. So I really challenge you to commit to that. But looking at what is the input, and are you fueling your body with things that your body needs? Sleep, water, foods, all of that stuff, movement. Those are things, there's supplements that are vital to our bodies, because our world is so depleted of the things that we actually need. We need to supplement those things. So I'm just saying, really start looking at the input of your body. Pay attention to it. I'm not saying change everything today, because that does not set us up for success. It's just taking one little step. And your step that you've already taken was deciding to be a part of this. The next step is, what can you do today that's better than yesterday? So if yesterday you had a Big Mac meal 2 times a day and you upsized it, I don't even know if that still exists, but I know there was controversy about it, and you upsized it, well then today just have 1 Big Mac meal and don't upsize it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just 1 degree a day. Just be better than you were yesterday. That's it. Because that will take you to where you want to go in any area. And then spirit, soul, you know what? I feel that everybody's spirit and soul is fed differently. So, and often to tap back into it, because it's not a topic that's been taught a lot. A lot of people don't know. We're living in a world where we overfeed our minds constantly. pleasure out the frickin' yin yang, right? TV, Netflix, like all this stuff. Overfeeding our minds, overfeeding our bodies, and our souls are starved because we don't pay attention to them. We don't talk about it. People don't know how to feed their souls or their spirits. So for me, one of the things that really, really feeds me is being in nature. Another thing that feeds me is listening to some really great music that just like brings me alive. Dancing. Oh God, I love dancing. I love singing. I love writing and thinking and just being. I love hugging and connecting with those I love. So really, what is it that fuels your soul? And sometimes we haven't done this in so long that we don't know where to start. So I really like the exercise of like just looking back at who you were as a little girl and the things that you love to do. What were those things? Because maybe that is a glimpse into what feeds your soul. Input equals output. My whole life, I didn't realize what I had been feeding myself and what wasn't working. So really paying attention to what feeds you. Don't listen to all what's out there, but really what resonates with who you are, and start doing those things. Just like if I gave you a mustard seed and didn't tell you the ingredients needed, didn't tell you the potential of the mustard seed, didn't tell you anything about it, I just gave you a mustard seed, you'd be like, what the heck is this? You'd probably just throw it away. You'd lose it instantly because you have no idea the potential and the value of that mustard seed. And so that's exactly, you are like a little mustard seed. Each of you are my little mustard seeds. And so to help a little mustard seed grow, first you need the hope that it could be possible. And then you start to believe, you start to learn the ingredients, and you believe that, well, maybe this is possible. And that's what this week is all going to be about, is me starting to, I build the hope in you that something's possible. And then I'm going to start to give you the ingredients that's going to feed that little mustard seed and help it to grow and build the belief inside of you that you have a purpose. And when you have purpose, your life begins to shift. Your passion, your motivation, all of it, it begins to shift inside of you. So that's what this week is all about. It's funny, but when you think this whole week, I've been thinking about this mustard seed analogy for so long. And so this whole week, I'm going to keep touching on that. And you're going to see that little mustard seed start to grow. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I've written down some notes that are really important, and I didn't want to mix this up. So I'm going to be looking down for a second, but I need you to get this. So you don't experience your life, you experience what you focus on. Your life is controlled by the decisions that you make. So your focus equals your feelings. And the quality of our lives depends on the quality of our emotions, right? And that is so funny, because when I asked you guys at the beginning, what you wanted out of this, the answers that came, they were all feelings. They were all, you don't want to feel anxious. You don't want to feel overwhelmed anymore. You want to have more fun. All of that. So the quality of our lives is based on how we are feeling, and how we are feeling is based on what we are focused on. And so making a decision, the thing we do have control over is the decisions that we make. And so deciding to change the patterns, because there's patterns that are wired in our brain. The pattern of our focus is going to be the key in the quality of the lives that we live. I'm going to read it again. You don't experience your life, you experience what you focus on. Your life is controlled by the decisions that you make. Your focus equals your feelings. And the quality of our lives are the quality of our emotions. So deciding to change the pattern of your focus is going to be key in the quality of the life that you live. So So good. Like I was saying before, I planted this seed of hope in you. There was a glimpse of hope. This is why you signed up. That what you desire is possible. Now, over the week, I'm going to give you the ingredients to build on the belief and to teach you how to use the tools that I give you. I'm going to build on the belief that you are fully capable of doing this. So this is why it's going to be vital. Watch the videos that I send you in your daily email and then to take action. Now, the last thing that I'm going to dial it in is always give more than you get. My mom was an amazing woman. She instilled this in me. Like, I had 15 years with her. She instilled this in me at such a young age because she lived it. My mom was a single mom living in the poorest area of Winnipeg, and she had 4 kids, and never do I ever remember her not giving. She was such a giving woman. We had random strangers. Wally the clown, some random dude who dressed up like a clown, was like at our family dinners, and like just like the weirdest people actually. But she would give. She would give and give and give. She was always giving. And I believe that that comes down to it being just like the seed. So every time you give, you plant a seed, and there will always be a harvest of the seed that you plant. And you may be thinking, well, I don't have anything to give. Can I give? I have nothing to offer. But you do. You have so much to offer. It could be just a kind word. It could be, helping a friend out when they need you. It could be just going and hugging your spouse when you don't feel like it. Let's be honest, we don't always feel like it. But you always have something to give. Maybe it's something I say to you, and then you share it with somebody because it impacts you. So just remember, where can you be giving? Every day, be giving, because the more you give, the more it unlocks. I believe it is the key to unlocking whatever it is that you need in your life. So you don't give to get back, but it's a law of nature. You plant that seed and inevitably it will grow. So give as much as you can. And use the Facebook group, because the Facebook group isn't just there for me to be putting information in. The Facebook group is there for you to be sharing your challenges, sharing your wins, asking questions, engaging, supporting each other. So please, if you give anywhere, if that's the only place you feel you can show up and give, then do that. And it will come back to you. It will be part of your breakthrough. So the one last thing that I wanted to share actually that you can give, and I love this, Google the effects of a smile. So there's so much information about it, but it is such a simple way to give back that immediately gives us a fast return. ROI. Great ROI for those of you who are in business, return on investment. What happens in your brain, your subconscious does not know the difference between reality and imagination. And when you smile, it actually triggers your brain, even if you're in the worst of moods, you're unhappy, you're fearful, you're overwhelmed, you're anxious, whatever it may be, it triggers in your brain to say, oh wait, she's smiling. That must mean we're happy. So I'm going to challenge you this week, whenever you catch yourself, I don't care if you're alone, I don't care if you're in the supermarket, I don't care where you are, I challenge you to just put a smile on your face and see how that begins to shift you and the world around you. Go all in on yourselves. I'm going all in. So let's just jump in together. Love you all. And remember, keep on smiling. Actually, it'd be so fun if you guys just take a photo of your face smiling and post it on the Facebook group. I'll do it. I'll start it off. I'll do it as soon as I'm done here. Okay? Actually, I'm just going to go like this. There, I screenshotted it. I'm going to post that. Okay. Love you all, and We'll see you tomorrow.